thinks he's a total package, and there's only one total package as far as I know.
Now, I know you're thinking Lex Luger, but he comes out citing hard data, Bobby. He says he's 5-1 against the total package. Now, let's also say that all those 5 victories did not come 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
But they're 5 victories. That's good enough. This man's off the wall, isn't he? K-Dog, Konnan.
He's got a devastating submission hold, the Tequila Sunrise. And his opponent's got one, too, we can talk about. But Konnan coming off of a very, very impressive Monday Nitro in Miami.
But it's going to take a lot to beat this man right here. The Crippler.
It always takes a lot to beat this man. Just ask any man who's got in the ring. Guys, I want to bring up something before this match gets well underway that we talked about. Speaking of Nitro, we talked about this past Monday when we were down in the southern part of this great state in Miami at the Miami Arena. That sold-out crowd there. You know, we talked about the Nature Boy Ric Flair making a big announcement, talking about his career, talking about a challenge. We do hope to hear from Ric Flair later on in this program. As it stands right now, we've not heard from Ric Flair here in this venue here tonight. I haven't seen him, but as planned, we do hope to hear from the Nature Boy Ric Flair coming up later on tonight during this 2-hour edition of Thunder here on TBS. So stay with us for that, fans. A lot going on, and here comes Chris Benoit, like you said, Lee, and like you said, Brain. You know, the old cliche is pound for pound, one of the toughest. I think in that category, pound for pound, they don't come any tougher than Chris Benoit.
Now, if you don't believe that, just ask Booker T. The last 2 Monday Nitros, Chris Benoit hooked up with the television champion of the world. Both times a very frustrating time limit draw, and frustrating for both Benoit and Booker T because they both wanted to win in the middle of the ring. But like I said, Booker T, he'll tell you just how tough Benoit is, pound for pound.
Certainly Booker T and Benoit are scheduled to go one-on-one at Spring Stampede for the WCW television title. Vincent up on top. And from behind is Konnan pounding away Chris Benoit. I tell you, a great attribute or a great compliment to Chris Benoit. You hear it from many wrestlers. Any wrestler goes in the ring against Chris Benoit, they'll say, you know what? When I wrestle against Benoit, he makes me a better wrestler because he is so good. To be able to compete with Benoit, you have to stay up to his level or quickly the match will end.
You know, Benoit, as soon as the bell rings, he's going to get right into your face. So you better be ready to go all the way, all the time when you get in there with Benoit.
You know, some wrestlers get in the ring and they hear the bell and they get ready. Benoit gets ready a long time before that. He's in the dressing room, he's in the back, he's getting himself psyched. This man comes to work. He comes prepared. If you don't believe me, right there.
Vincent again.
That's Vincent. That's Konnan.
And through the ropes, Konnan seeking refuge to Vincent out on the floor. I've been handed a note here. And I'm going to get to that note here in a minute while Benoit gets to his opponent. Turn his back on his man, and I mean he's being pummeled, he's being double-teamed here. And referee Mickey J being very lenient. He could throw this match out as Vincent continues to wail away on Benoit. You know, Lee, you brought up the point about 2 matches Benoit had against Booker T for the television belt. I have been handed a note by the WCW Executive Committee. They have now added this stipulation, if you can call it that, coming up to the Spring Stampede match.
Crossface.
Gonna have to get to it in a minute.
He won't get him, he won't get him, he's getting to the ropes.
He went to the crossface and that going to the ropes broke that, but there is going to now be no time limit between Booker T and Benoit coming up at Spring Stampede for the TV belt. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and he got out of it.
And you know, Benoit, the longer the match goes, the more fight this man has. The more you beat on, the better he likes it. That's going to be great. Let it go all night.
And it could go all night. No time limit at Spring Stampede. It is coming up 1 week from this Sunday for the television belt. Up on top, he's going for the 187 that time. Benoit counter, gut wrench into the bridge suplex, and he got a 2 count in Benoit.
Now, guys, if anybody questions Booker T's ability to go all night long, let's remember back to the night he fought Rick Martel, then fought Saturn. The man was in the ring for over 30 minutes. Here comes the crossface.
Crippler crossface on it.
He's not going anyplace.
He tapped out. And thus, the match is over.
A heck of a win.
You're not kidding. Make no mistake. What's he doing? He is Mr. Intensity. Look at his face. His eyes.
Look at everything about him, every vein in his body. He's won a match. He's ready.
When we come back on Thunder, Kurt Hennig of the New World Order.